When I was living in Toronto, one ritual became sacred every time I visited friends in the US, bringing them Uncle Tetsu's Japanese cheesecake. The routine was a well-choreographed dance. I'd swing by Union Station to pick up the delicate, fluffy cakes before catching the train to the airport. My friends adored them, always lamenting, "Why isn't there an Uncle Tetsu here?" Their excitement made the effort worth it. For years, Uncle Tetsu was the highlight of my trips, a taste of Toronto I could share. But then, everything changed. One day, my friends sent an ecstatic group text. A new Japanese bakery offering Japanese cheesecake had opened in their town. Finally, no more relying on my cheesecake runs. But when I arrived for a visit, the enthusiasm was dampened by reality. A line snaking out the door and down the street. An hour-long wait? No thanks. That was when inspiration struck. "Why don't we skip the line and just make it at home?" I suggested. "It's easier than you'd think." My friends looked skeptical, but I assured them, "Trust me, I've tried this recipe dozens of times, and it's almost impossible to mess up. I've had zero formal cooking training, and it turns out perfect every time. Plus, you'll know exactly what's going into it. Clean, fresh ingredients." I rolled up my sleeves and guided them through the process. Start with 3 eggs. Separate the yolks and whites into different bowls. Bring a pot of water to a simmer and place a large bowl over it. Add half a cup of milk, 4 ounces of cream cheese, and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter to the bowl. If you're using low-fat cream cheese like me, add a bit more milk to compensate for the dryness. Gently melt and whisk until smooth. Remove the bowl from heat and whisk in the egg yolks, a 1/4 cup of flour, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Professionals recommend straining the batter through a fine mesh, but I skipped this step. It was one of those lazy days. Preheat your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Add a splash of white vinegar to the egg whites. Whisk them on high speed until opaque and foamy. Gradually add a 1/4 cup of sugar, 1/3 at a time, and continue whisking until firm peaks form. Gently fold the meringue into the cream cheese mixture in 3 parts. Be careful not to deflate the batter. It should stay light and airy. Pour the batter into your chosen bakeware. I used mini cocottes, Christmas gifts from my ex-in-laws. Any non-stick pan or baking tray works too. In the oven, the magic begins. Place a pan of boiling water on the bottom rack to create steam. Bake the cheesecake for 60 minutes. It's technically done at this point, but if you want a beautiful golden top, turn on the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes. The final step is crucial: patience. Chill the cheesecake in the fridge overnight. The next morning, you'll wake up to a dessert that rivals anything from a bakery. As we sat at the table the following day, tasting our homemade creation, my friends were amazed. "This tastes just like the ones you bring us." I smiled. Sometimes, skipping the line and doing it yourself can be the sweetest victory. Now, every visit to the US comes with a new tradition. No Uncle Tetsu runs, just homemade Japanese cheesecake, shared with laughter and the joy of making something together.